Today in the show, Newcastle's defensive wall has fallen. Mikel Arteta snatches Bruno Guimarães for Arsenal. Meanwhile, Juventus shells out 50 million euros for Randal Kolo Muani, and PSG is set to sign a new number one. We talk about all this and much more right now. Danny Welbeck has officially become a Chelsea player, signing a 2-year contract with the London club through the summer of 2028. The 35-year-old forward arrives from Brighton, where in the 2025 to 2026 season, he displayed high productivity by bagging 13 goals in the Premier League. The transfer fee is considered nominal at around 3 million euros, with the player set to wear the number 18 shirt. Commenting on his move to his new team, Welbeck noted,
"It's a huge honor to join a club of this stature at such a truly exciting time. I had fantastic conversations with the manager, and I already feel that connection."
The decision to sign the seasoned veteran marked a shift in management's transfer vector at the request of manager Xabi Alonso. In recent years, the team focused exclusively on young performers, which resulted in a noticeable lack of leadership qualities in the dressing room. The striker boasts over 400 Premier League appearances for Manchester United, Arsenal, and Brighton, possesses a high conversion rate, and performs a massive volume of dirty work in pressing and defensive tracking. Furthermore, Chelsea fully resolved all issues regarding a potential departure for João Pedro, who was actively targeted by Barcelona. The parties reached a full verbal agreement on a new long-term contract through June 2033, featuring a substantial salary raise. The decision to improve terms and extend cooperation was taken by management after the London club rejected official transfer offers for the 24-year-old Brazilian from 3 European giants. Management and the coaching staff, led by Xabi Alonso, consider the striker an untouchable performer and are building the team's attacking potential around him. In his debut season, the forward demonstrated impressive efficiency, racking up 23 goals and 9 assists across all competitions. That is precisely why the Madrid side and the Catalans received a flat refusal on any attempts to initiate negotiations. Official signing of paperwork is expected within the next few days. Retaining their Brazilian leader alongside signing the experienced Danny Welbeck will provide the team with necessary balance and squad depth to compete for top spots in the Premier League. Kerim Alajbegovic has arrived in Turin and is officially wrapping up a move to Juventus. The fixed payment for the 18-year-old Bosnian winger stands at 33 million euros, while the overall sum, including add-ons, could reach 40 million euros. German side Bayer also included a clause in the agreement for a sell-on percentage from any future resale of their academy product. The player landed in Turin accompanied by his compatriot and former Turin midfielder Miralem Pjanic. This transfer resulted from an exceptional financial masterstroke by the Leverkusen hierarchy. In the summer of 2025, Bayer sold the midfielder to Red Bull Salzburg for 2 million euros. After the winger recorded 13 goals over the season and delivered a stellar World Cup campaign for the Bosnia and Herzegovina national team, the Leverkusen side activated an 8 million euro buyback option. Without playing a single official match for the first team upon his return, the German club instantly logs a massive profit by flipping the player to the Italian giant. In parallel, the Turin club fully agreed a permanent transfer for Randal Kolo Muani for 38 million euros in fixed compensation and 12 million euros structured as additional bonus payments. Initially, the parties explored a long-term loan with a subsequent obligation to buy, but during final negotiations, the format shifted drastically to a direct permanent sale. The 27-year-old forward has already received official clearance from PSG to fly out for his medical examination. The player's deal with the Turin side will run for 5 years through June 2031, while his net salary will stand at just over 5 million euros per year. Christian Nørgaard is one step away from a move to Everton, as the clubs reached an agreement in principle for the transfer of the 32-year-old Arsenal defensive midfielder for £7 million sterling. The Danish midfielder has already agreed personal terms and awaits his medical examination to finalize the deal. The player spent only 1 season with the Londoners, arriving from Brentford at the request of Mikel Arteta for squad depth. However, due to stiff competition from Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi, the midfielder received scarce playing time and opted for a change of scenery to secure regular minutes, allowing the Gunners to recoup almost their entire layout from a year ago. For Everton, signing the experienced Dane is a necessary move to reinforce their defensive midfield following Idrissa Gueye's departure. Meanwhile, selling the midfielder and freeing up a spot in the London club's squad virtually guarantees the acceleration of the summer's main transfer deal, the move for Bruno Guimarães. Driving this transfer is the Gunners' direct intent to wrap up the Brazilian signing immediately. Arsenal is moving to decisive action, planning to finalize the signing of Newcastle's 28-year-old captain in the shortest possible time frame. The defensive wall that Newcastle management maintained over recent months has definitively fallen. The club opened the door for their leader's exit and stands in direct contact to iron out a final sum between £75 and £77 million sterling. Additional and unquestionable proof of this transfer's inevitability came as Newcastle launched a search for a new central midfielder under manager Matthias Gisel. As the midfielder's departure is expected imminently, Bruno Guimarães himself has given his consent in principle, personally informed management of his desire to move, and cannot wait to join the Londoners, while Mikel Arteta views him as the key figure to elevate the midfield to a new level. In parallel, those at the London club dismiss any rumors that the Brazilian is being brought in as a replacement for Martin Zubimendi. Both midfielders are held in high regard by the coaching staff but serve different tactical roles, making these deals completely independent of one another. All parties feel maximum optimism, with a final official request and document signing expected at any moment. PSG has launched active moves to sign Zion Suzuki, as the Parisian club has already presented its project to the 23-year-old Japanese-American Parma goalkeeper and is camped to secure a green light from the player himself. The Parisian hierarchy is preparing an improved official offer designed to fully satisfy the Italian club's demands. Earlier, Juventus made the initial attempt to seal the goalkeeper's transfer, but the Turin side's opening query was rejected, while Premier League representatives are also showing interest in the shot stopper. The primary trigger for PSG entering the market for a new goalkeeper was Luis Enrique's dissatisfaction with the consistency of the squad's current goalkeepers, Mathieu Safonov and Lucas Chevalier. Zion Suzuki ranks as one of Serie A's top young goalkeepers regarding distribution quality, passing range, and composure under high pressure, making him an ideal profile for possession-oriented football. Unlike competitors, the player boasts superb athleticism, commands his box as a sweeper with confidence, and controls the penalty area brilliantly. The Parisians offer the goalkeeper more than just reserve status, a genuine opportunity to claim the first-choice spot for years to come alongside a substantial salary increase and Champions League football. Should club talks prove successful, this transfer will secure a pivotal position in Luis Enrique's tactical setup. Roberto De Zerbi publicly referred to Mykhailo Mudryk as his son, issuing a touching and emotional statement in support of the Ukrainian winger. The Tottenham manager knows the 25-year-old footballer inside out from working together at Shakhtar, where the Italian manager trusted him with a starting spot and played a decisive role in unlocking his talent on the Champions League stage. The manager noted,
"Here's my son. Misha is a great guy and a top-level player. I hope this season he can demonstrate everything he suffered for over the past 2 years. Maybe just not against my Tottenham. But he really is a wonderful person."
This statement comes against the backdrop of a complex doping saga concluding after nearly 20 months. In late 2024, the player received a provisional suspension over low concentrations of meldonium detected, which subsequently resulted in a 4-year ban from the FA. However, the Ukrainians' legal team launched an appeal to Lausanne, and in July 2026, WADA updated technical regulations regarding substance thresholds, under which such a reading is not classified as a violation at all. The parties reached a settlement agreement, the suspension was reduced to time served, and on July 31, the winger received a full amnesty and clearance to play. The footballer has already flown out to Chelsea's preseason camp to rebuild match fitness under Xabi Alonso and fight for a spot in competition with Jamie Gittins and Pedro Neto. Sincere support from his former manager will serve as an additional psychological boost for the player ahead of his return to the pitch.